Hello guys, welcome to Code with BK. So in this video we solve the problem to print unique characters in a string. So in the first half I'm going to explain you the steps, okay, the process to solve this problem, and in the second half we are going to look at the codes. So if you are someone who is just looking for codes, there are links to the codes in the description of this video, and to each link there is a text explanation as well. So if you are somebody who wants to read and understand, you can take a look at that as well.
Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon to receive all the latest updates.
So what do I mean by print unique characters in a string? For example, if I have this string say cricket, okay, or I'll say cricketer, I want to print all the unique characters. That is, I don't want to print duplicates of a character. That is, I print C, okay, in my output, I print R, I print I skip C because I've already printed C, I don't want to print it again. I print K, I print E, I print T, I skip E because it is already printed, I skip R because it is already printed. So this is my output for this given string. So print unique characters from the string and we print each character on a separate line. And in our case, comparisons are case sensitive. That is, lowercase c and uppercase c is treated separately. And the method we are going to follow is going to take care of this as well. The solution to solve this problem is inspired by the solution that prints the duplicate characters in the string. So we'll pick up that pseudocode from that solution and we'll modify that to solve this problem. We'll see how. Let's just first understand what we are trying to do. So I'll convert this string into a character array. When I extract the characters out of this string into an array, I get something like this. Then I sort this array. Sorting this array into ascending order, we get this. So from this array, you can observe that all copies of the same character are occupying continuous indices. For example, C occupies these two indices, E occupies these two indices, I occupies one index, K occupies one index, R occupies these two indices, and T occupies this last index. So we are bringing all the copies of the same character together by sorting this. Then what we do, we traverse from left to right. We print this character, okay, that we find, okay, and then skip all its copies. So for C, I will print the character at this index. So if I consider indices like this, I print the character at index 0, okay, so I get C as output, and I skip all the copies of C. So I skip index 1 and I move on to index 2. Again, I print E and I skip all its copies. So I print E, skip index 3 and move on to index 4. Print I, skip all its copies. It does not have any more copies, so I move to index 5. Print K, move on to the next index. So here also I print R once and I skip the next copy, okay, all the remaining copies of R. So I come at 8 index and I print T. So I get this output. So the order in which the characters are printed does not matter in a case. So they can be in sorted order or they can be in order that they appear in the string. So this output is correct as well and this is correct as well. So if you want me to write a solution that prints the characters in this order, you can mention that in comments. As I said, the solution to solve this problem is inspired by the solution that prints duplicate characters in the string. It uses the same idea, okay? It just counts how many times a character appears and prints the ones that appear more than once. So we will use the same pseudocode, modify it to print it according to this solution. So let me first write the function print unique characters. Okay, unique characters in this string S. Writing the pseudocode for printing duplicate characters in string. So this is the pseudocode that prints the duplicate characters in the string. Starts the string S, converts this string S to character array, sort this character array, and then follows this algorithm. So what this while loop is doing is basically while loop ends here, function ends here. So what this while loop is doing is basically printing all the characters that appear more than once. Okay, count stores the count of the character ch, which is you pick up each character once. If the count is greater than 1, you print it. In our case, we print all the characters regardless of their count. So basically, we take these two lines out and simply print ch. Okay, because what this loop is doing is ignoring all the copies of the character ch in order to count. And we don't need this either, okay, because we don't have to worry about the count. So basically you pick up a character, skip all its copies and simply print that character, okay, and then move on to the first copy of the next character. So let's try run this code. So I start with my string S as this, okay, this is S, this is CARR, this is after you sort CARR. You start with I is equal to 0, okay, and suppose this is my console. You start with I, len of CARR is 33639. You have ch. We start with I is equal to 0. I is less than 9. Okay, this is true. You have ch. Ch is CAR of I, which is C. Okay, you said j. to I, which is 0, you find CARR of J. Then you have this condition, J is less than 9, so CARR, length of CARR is 9, okay, and CH is equals to CARR of J. So CARR of J is here. CARR of J is C, okay, J is less than 9 is true. CH is equals to CARR of J is true. So this is true. So you do J is equals to J plus 1, J becomes 1. CARR of J in this case is C. 1 is less than 9 is true. CH is equals to CARR J, which is true. Okay, J becomes 2. 2 is less than 9 is true. CH is C. CARR of J is now pointing here, which is E. So true and false gives is false. Come out of this while loop, you come here, print CH. So your output is C. You set I to J, I becomes the value of J, so I becomes 2. You come back to check this, I is less than 9, true. Okay, 2 is less than 9. CH is CARR of I comes at index 2. Okay, so this is E. So CH is E, J is I, then J is 2. 2 is less than 9 and CH equals to CARR of J. CARR of J is E. Okay, 2 is less than 9 is true. CH is equals to CARR of J is true. So this is true. You do J is equals to J plus 1, J becomes 3. J comes now to index 3. So CARR of J is E. 3 is less than 9 is true. Okay, and CH is equals to CARR of J is true. So this is true. You do J is equals to J plus 1, J becomes 4. CARR of J is now this, which is I. CH is I. Okay, you check this condition again. 4 is less than 9 is true. CH is equals to CARR of J is I is false. E is not equal to I. So this is false. You come out, you print CH. You print E. Okay, and then you do I is equals to J. I becomes 4. I becomes 4. You go back to check this. 4 is less than 9 is true. Okay, CH is CARR of 4. Okay, so which is I. J is I. J is 4. Okay, CARR of J is okay, same as I. 4 is less than 9 is true. CH equals to CARR of J is true. This is true. J becomes J plus 1, J becomes 5. CARR of J is now pointing here, which is K. So 5 is less than 9 is true. CH equals to CARR J. CH is I, CARR J is K. This is false. Okay, you come out of the while loop. You print CH. CH is I, you print I. Okay, we set I to J. I becomes 5. Okay, come back to check again. 5 is less than 9 is true. Okay, CH is ARR of I. ARR of I at index 5. I comes here. Okay, so this is K. J is set to I. J is 5. CARR J is K. Okay, checking this condition. 5 is less than 9 is true and CH is equals to CARR J is true. This is true. J plus 1, J becomes 6. CARR of J in this case is now R. Okay, CARR of J is now R. You check for condition again. 6 is less than 9 is true. CH is equals to CARR J is false. Okay, you come out of this while loop, you come here, you print CH. CH is K. Okay, and you set I to J. I becomes 6. You check for this condition again, true. You come here, CH is CARR of I. So I is at index 6. So I comes here. I is at index 6. So CH is basically R. Okay, J is set to I. J becomes 6. CARR of J is R. Okay, checking this condition. 6 is less than 9 is true. CARR of J is equals to CH is true. This is true. You do J is equals to J plus 1. J becomes 7. CARR of 7 is R. Okay, check for this condition again. 7 is less than 9 is true. CH is equals to CARR J is true. This is true. J becomes 8. 8 is less than 9 is true. C of ARR of J is now T. So this is not equal to this false. So this is false. Okay, you come out here, you print CH, which is R right now. You set I to J. I becomes 8. Check for this condition. 8 is less than 9. Okay, true. Okay, I comes now here. Okay, so CARR of I is T. Okay, you set J to I, J becomes 8. CARR of J is now T, which is okay here, and you check for condition. 8 is less than 9 is true. CH is equal to CR of J is true. This is true. Okay, J becomes 9. J plus 1. 9 is less than 9 is false. You come here, you print CH. CH is T. You print this. You set I to J. I becomes 9. 9 is less than 9 is false. You come out of this while loop. So this is how you find unique characters in a string. Okay, and we are using sorting, so this is a faster method. We are also printing the output of characters in sorted order. If you want the output in the original order as the characters appear in the string, let me know in the comments and I will write a solution for this too. So I hope this video was helpful. So please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let's move on to checking the codes now.
So this is the implementation of the solution we discussed. So I've written a function print unique characters in string that takes a string s and prints all the unique characters. I'm using the inbuilt 2char array method in the string class to convert this s to a character array and storing it in char array. I'm using java.util.arrays to sort this char array. Using a while loop to iterate this array, I get the character at the ith index, and then I use j to skip all the copies of c. Finally, I print c and set I to j. So let me run this. Java C and Java. Okay, let me change this to something else. I'll change it to computer science, Java C, Java. So I hope this video was helpful. So please do like this video and subscribe to my channel. And please let me know in the comments if there is anything not clear to you in this video, or if there is a concept you want me to discuss, or if there is a question you want me to solve. Thank you.